Oh, let me stop you. You'll go next. Owen Schroyer, I've known him 8 years. He's a badass guy that helps disabled children and is literally like a super good person. No criminal issues in his life other than protesting. He is with me saying, don't go in. They charge him, and in the charging documents say, Owen's lying. He doesn't work for InfoWars. That's in the charging documents, the sentencing documents. The judge says, I'm putting you in these months in federal prison because you just questioned the election again and gave 3 examples of where he did it. So Owen spends months in a federal prison.
Why don't he talk about the deferred agreement that he had in 2019?
No, I agree, I will. Code Pink runs around and protesting. He put tape over his mouth when they were letting leftists run around and throw red paint in Congress, and they said, sir, you can't do that.
And he agreed that he wouldn't do it, and he did it.
And then he didn't protest. He went there to cover it as a journalist.
He was in a restricted area, though.
No, he was on. Listen, Ray Epps is not spent. Listen. Owen is there with me saying, don't go in. He agreed he would not protest. He was there saying, don't go in the Capitol, and you're not going to defend him going to prison.
But he pled guilty to everything that he got charged with.
Because it's a rigged D.C. court.
Or he.
Oh, you laugh because that happened to you yet.
Or you could explain.
It's funny because, like, the problem is on our side. We've got testimony under oath. We've got judicial rulings. We've got jury trials. We've got full videos. Not
Everybody's got the video.
We have all of these. We have all of these pieces of evidence.
And you say
I can't finish a single statement.
Yeah, wait, let Stephen continue.
Yeah, the problem is.
Let me tell you something. Sam, my reporter, deserves to go to jail for being there and trying to keep people going to the building.
He had a deferment. He pled guilty.
Yeah,
he did it.
What do you do in a rigged D.C. court?
Fight your case.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Innocent fight. If you have evidence that you're innocent, fight. But there was no evidence because he broke the agreement that he signed, and then he pled guilty and said, I broke the agreement that I signed, and agreed to the sentence that the sentencing guidelines.
And Trump shouldn't be able to run for office.
Also, this entire argument has been you, again, arguing for an insurrection, for rebellion. All we have, everything we have over here is actual testimony under oath, actual judicial rulings, actual rulings by judges, actual rulings by Supreme Court. I can't finish. I have to be able to finish. I got to be able to finish. Well, I got to be able to finish. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We can provide these arguments. We can provide the evidence. We can provide the testimony. And all you do is go, oh, well, I don't trust the courts. Oh, well, I don't trust statements made under oath. Oh, well, hasn't the FBI done this in the past? You can skirt by providing hard evidence. I got to be able to finish one thing.
You know how much a criminal...
You can skirt by. You can skirt by on providing any hard evidence for literally a single claim that you've made today. There hasn't been any evidence provided to support any of the claims made today. And you are hand brushing away every single other claim that's made, literally testified under oath by people that were loyal to Trump, by people that Trump trusted over and over and over again. And at the end of the day, like, what could you possibly be advocating for besides an insurrection? I can't even finish a thing.
You just said,
I think it's because when I talk, you get really afraid.
No,
I actually respect. I appreciate that.
You just said,
I understand. Okay.
You just said, when I defended Owen, you just said, here you are advocating for insurrection again. Exact quote. A guy saying, don't go in the Capitol as a reporter, and you don't even stand up for the First Amendment. Or
you don't trust the court? Do you trust the courts?
I don't think most Americans do. That's when you have real revolutions.
If you don't trust the court, real revolution. What do we do in a real revolution?
Hey, listen, we're not trying to go there right now.
We are there right now. We just were. It's January 6th.
Listen,
if there was any time to go there,
don't worry.
Don't touch me. Listen.
If there is one,
where would you?
If there is one, you're going to lose.
Sure.
Buddy.
Okay. We'll see. Okay. Didn't like 4 people dying on January 6th from obesity and meth? If these are the people we have to fight, I think we'll be okay.
Ashley Babbitt, you're dehumanizing her? Was she on meth?
I don't think she was one of the 4 that died from meth. She died from the gunshot.
No, did she deserve to be shot?
She was trying to climb into an area where federal agents were saying, if you climb in here, I'm going to shoot you.
Federal gods?
Federal gods? If it was your house,
I'm sorry, do federal agents not have the right to shoot people?
So would you have pulled the trigger on her? You like that?
If I was one of the federal agents there and I thought it was appropriate to do so,
yeah. Their job is to protect the people inside.
Do I like that? No, you guys were the ones cheering on the other side of that.
All right, I think we got a little derailed.
You guys were cheering for it the entire time.
Talking about Owen, we got a little...
I want to know, what do we do if we don't trust the courts? We don't trust the courts. We don't trust the president. We don't trust...
Julian Assange deserve to be in prison.
I'm not here to talk about Julian Assange or the rest of your friends, okay? Tell me, what do we do if we don't trust... There's a reason he won't answer the question. The reason why is because he answers rebellion and insurrection. The reason why they marched saying...
We are going to get back to...
I talked about Owen, who was there peacefully and said, don't go in, and he said, you're defending insurrection. Everybody's going to play that quote. That's not true.
Well, and number 2, do I think it's possible that an FBI agent could have done that? Sure, anything's possible, but it put out the evidence. There isn't evidence of this. The whole Ray Epps thing, show us the evidence that he actually works for the FBI.
He orchestrated it. He just said I orchestrated it. You're right.
I robbed the bank. Come arrest me. Should I get arrested? I just said I robbed the bank.
Orchestrated. You're right. You said orchestrated. You're right.
Did Ray Epps say that he was an FBI agent? You guys are just coming to
We're
that
not saying he
conclusion,
works for them.
connecting
Probably.
random dots.
If I had to guess, I'd say Southern Poverty Law Center.
If Ray Epps set them up, why isn't a single other person there attested to that?
Out of the
If he whispered into people's
250,000.
ears, if he was leading breach teams, why didn't any of the arrested? Why didn't a single? Why didn't a single person come out? I'm asking why. I'm asking this though. The next reasonable question: why isn't a single person come out and testify?
Because we exposed him. Because he's the leader there, and he's there doing it. He did it on video. He said, "I led this. I did this."
You're not answering my question. I'm saying why hasn't anyone else come out and attested to this? Not a single person.
You know what an orchestra is, right? I
went to school for music.
The conductor leads the symphony.
Yep.
So
and all the musicians have to see the conductor and would tell you that's my conductor.
And he says, "Go into the Capitol."
Why doesn't anybody else say
signs into
that was my conductor?
You know, the follow-up part of this question: why do you guys think law enforcement was so ill prepared for the insurrection? Again, in quotes, despite the presence of informants. This is from Space Worm, just so you know, Space Worm from Zero Hedge.
Well, half of them were sent away for crowd control.
I think the ill-preparedness came because Trump's deployment of the National Guard in the past, especially in D.C., had caused a lot of people to be uncomfortable with National Guard being present in the Capitol when the certification of the vote was happening. So as they were having conversations prior to establishing security, I think they took a lot of extraordinary bureaucratic measures to make it so that I think that day, if the National Guard was going to be deployed, it either had to be, I think, Miller or Walker. I think one of those two had to be the direct authorization.
Let me respond briefly.
Which is novel.
We have
you go that way. Let me.
We have you 1 hour ago saying Trump never called for National Guard, and you just said they refused it. I got your ass.
You got me. You got me. Yes, that's correct. You got me. You got me. So when the National Guard was deployed, the only area that they were allowed to do.
They blocked it.
Yep.
The Pentagon blocked Trump.
Yes.
You just admitted Trump wanted it and didn't get it.
You got me. They only deployed 340 people,
and there. From an hour ago, he said it wasn't
That's
true.
right. You got me.
Got him.
That's right.
Got him. You want to do
scope of the mission? The scope of the mission. You know, rhetoric like this is why Ashley Babbitt got shot. You realize that, right?
I'm gonna get shot?
No, people like Ashley Babbitt died because of people like you driving people onto this, right? It might be funny for you. I don't know if it's funny
murdered Ashley Babbitt?
Or, you're more or less responsible with this kind of talk, yes.
Oh, my God,
yes.
I'm murdering.
Yes. Play in a factual world.
You
At
love
least,
the
tie yourself to the ground.
You said an hour ago that Trump never asked for National Guard. I can show 50 articles. It's on record. And then you just admitted it. Gotcha.
Guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the thing.
340 people were authorized to be there, but in order to actually call them to the themselves, it was an extraordinary process. When you read the J6 committee in the Situation Room and Sund and everybody else complaining, where's the National Guard? Where's the National Guard? There was a whole bunch of stupid bureaucratic red tape and optics concerns that people had to cut through to get them there. So if you believe the official story and the 15 to 20 people
1 hour ago he said Trump never won National Guard. Now Trump wanted it, but he didn't get it for a good reason.
We're talking. Okay, so Alex, so you're claiming that this is staged. You're claiming the FBI was